Hey there. Hey, it is 12 noon on Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving, so I got my turkey hat on up here. So we've got a really good show for you today. What we're talking about, I can't even say a straight face with this. What we're talking about today is your recipe for success in real estate. Because, look, you're probably doing some cooking tomorrow. Maybe you're doing some cooking today to get ready for tomorrow. Look, if you're a top chef in the kitchen, you could riff off the recipe. You don't need to follow that recipe word for word and exactly every gram needs to be there. But if you're new to cooking, if you've never been in a kitchen before, you probably should follow a recipe. And look, that's the same thing we're talking about today for starting a real estate career, following a recipe for success. So that's what we're talking about today, your recipe for success in a new career in real estate. I'm John Christman. This show is brought to you by the Tampa School of Real Estate. You're watching Ask the Instructor.
You are watching Ask the Instructor. Absorb the knowledge. Become the expert.
Hey, welcome back to this week's episode, the Thanksgiving special of Ask the Instructor. I got my light up turkey hat on today for the occasion. And look, what we're talking about today is recipes. But look, we're not talking about a recipe that you're going to be using tomorrow to cook up a juicy Thanksgiving bird, or talking about a recipe that you're going to use to make some great stuffing or some great mashed potatoes or some good sweet potatoes or what else do we have? Cranberry sauce, all these things. Look, I cook this stuff every year, and I was like, crap, how do I make this? I had to go back and look at the recipe, and this is something I've done multiple times before. So the reason why we have recipes for these things is so we know a certain steps to follow, a certain amount of each little bit of ingredients to have something that's successful. To make a pie that tastes delicious, to make a turkey that's not all dried out, to have mashed potatoes that aren't all, gummy or whatever. So what we're talking about today is that same concept of having a recipe, but now for success in starting a new career. Not only a recipe is important for cooking, and look, just like if you're a top chef and maybe you went to culinary school, you don't need to follow a recipe exactly. You could maybe make something up without even looking at any sort of recipe. But that's because you know what you're doing. You're experienced. You know what ingredients cause what outcome. And look, when you're experienced in a career in real estate, you could do those things. You could experiment. You could find out what works good and what doesn't. But look, when you're starting out, when you're brand new in the kitchen, when you're just a line cook, you got to follow the recipe. You got to go through and follow the exact amount of ingredients in the exact steps. Otherwise, you're not going to have the desired outcome, the desired result. So that's what we're talking about today, your recipe for success. So first thing that has to happen is you need to get a real estate license. And this is required. This would be like if you need a license to cook in the kitchen. But now just because you have this license to cook, we could really maybe think about this as like, a food safety license almost. That's what your real estate license does. Your real estate license is like a real estate safety license to make sure that you're not going to harm the public by doing something that's illegal, that's going to harm them, that's going to cause them to lose money, that you have a minimal competence in dealing in real estate. That's the purpose of the pre-licensing course. And so that way, when you're taking the course and you come across certain topics, and you're like, oh, when am I ever going to use this? You'll come across it in your career at some point, if not every day. But it's not always directly us dealing with that, but we want to know of that, know that exists and understand what's going on there. Because in real estate, and this is really what it is you got to understand with any recipe, you got to know what it is that end product is going to be. If you don't know what this pie is supposed to look like when it's done, you're going to have a lot harder time making the pie. So that's part of this as well, is realizing what that end result should actually be. So what is it that a real estate professional actually does? So the best way I like to explain this is that we're the executives of the real estate transaction. We're the CEO, so to say, of the real estate transaction. Like any good CEO, we're responsible for a lot of moving parts, although we're not always doing these moving parts directly ourselves. We're responsible for keeping this whole deal together, making sure everyone is playing their role. The inspector is inspecting, the appraiser is appraising, the title company is doing the title stuff, the lender's taking care of the lending, that we've got that all under control. So that's really what our role is bringing all these people together and making sure everyone is guided towards the outcome that's desired. So getting licensed, like I said, this is primarily a course that's designed to teach you, the basic understanding of real estate, but most importantly, how to operate legally. And there's a whole step-by-step guide for this at licensefl.com. That's licensefl.com. That's our step-by-step guide to obtain a Florida real estate license. But look, when you're going through this process, there's a few things you got to do. You got to do the course, you got to do an application with the state of Florida, you got to get fingerprinted, and you got to pass a state exam. You do all those things, you'll get a real estate license. Now, one thing that a lot of people do get hung up on is the state exam, passing that exam. And a lot of people get hung up on it because I get a report every single month. Not for our school specifically. Unfortunately, the FREC doesn't release it by school, but they do release it for statewide. And statewide, only about 50% of the people who take the exam pass the exam on a month-to-month basis. Sometimes only 47 or 48%, depending on the month and how people fared that particular month. So it's about a 50-50 pass rate. And you might be wondering, why is this exam so difficult? This exam can be extremely easy if you know the material. So that's what this is more so about. And the problem here is a lot of students, they'll just see this as, just something that you've got to do in order to go make your millions in real estate. And you're not wrong. This is something you have to do to be able to get a real estate license and, go make your millions in real estate. This is a necessary obstacle, a hurdle it is that you've got to overcome. But there's a lot it is that you could learn going through this course. So primarily, the number one thing that's going to set you up for success for passing this exam is getting enrolled with a good school. Getting enrolled in a school that cares about their students' success, that has a proven track record of helping students succeed, not only in passing the exam, but starting a successful real estate career. So that's so important. But look, no matter how successful that school is, there is part of it on you as well, because you're the one taking the exam. It's not the school that's taking the exam, it's you that's taking the exam. So that's why we developed what's called the pass first try strategy. So to pass the exam, we recommend our pass first try strategy, which you could find at passfirsttry.com. So this is a recommended strategy to help you pass your class and state exams on the first try. The first step is, number one, getting enrolled in a good pre-licensing school. Because these exam prep tools are phenomenal, but they'll be a lot easier to go through if you learn the information effectively. So getting enrolled in a good school will help out with this whole process. So that's number one. Not only is that a requirement, but it's a first step in this process. Then number two, making sure you're reinforcing the key points of the course. Look, it's not everything. It's not every last detail you need to know out of the course to be able to pass the exam. It's important key points. Now, they're going to take these key points and apply them in a much more particular scenario. That, if you only study particular scenarios, you might see a particular scenario that's asking about the same exact concept on your exam, but if you only studied exam questions and didn't reinforce the key points behind the questions, you're going to have a hard time with the particulars in there. So again, it's a certain set of important key points that they're testing on, but they're testing it in a multitude, in many different ways that they could take that concept and put it into a scenario. So second step in the pass first try strategy is reinforcing the key points, and then you want to test your knowledge. You want to test your knowledge to see if you know what you think you know. Finding out, okay, do I know what this key point means in this particular question. And then the fourth step in that pass first try strategy is be confident and prepared, because this exam is designed to make you second guess yourself. So check out passfirsttry.com. That's our recommended strategy to pass your class and state exams on the first try. If you work that strategy, you shouldn't have any problem passing your exam. So check that out, passfirsttry.com. It's got that whole recommendation broken down on there. And look, once you pass the exam, a lot of people, they'll go get their license, and look, that's a milestone. Congratulations once you've gotten your real estate license. But you're just at the beginning. You're just at the start of the race. They've just hit the starting gun. For that little pistol they fire off. I know there's a specific name for it, but they just fired that gun, and you've got a ticket to be in the race. That's what your real estate license is. But now the actual race begins. Now that you've got your license, you could actually go out there and do some damage, actually go make some money, or maybe not make some money. How do you determine whether or not it is you're going to make money in real estate? So getting the real estate license, again, the primary concern of the Florida Real Estate Commission when you get your real estate license is that you're going to operate legally. They want to ensure that you have a minimal competence in how to operate legally, how to do the right thing according to the law in Florida. That's the primary concern of the Florida Real Estate Commission and what the primary concern of the pre-licensing course and the state exam are. So look, for you guys out there that maybe have taken 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times to pass your real estate exam, and yes, there are people out there that take 8 or 9 times to pass their real estate exam. And you might say, well, John, oh my God, those people must be terrible realtors if it took them 8 or 9 times to pass their exam. Not necessarily. Maybe they have a little difficulty in learning this material, but just because they have to take the exam more than once doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be bad at real estate. Because again, this is testing your knowledge of the laws. And look, I'll be honest with you, a lot of the laws in here, they're not exciting stuff. You might be interested in laws. I teach this stuff, and I don't find the laws the most interesting. So there's a lot of stuff that can be difficult to learn here, which is why, again, we made that strategy as simple as possible so you know how to go through this and attack this so you could have that minimal load and get the maximum result out of this. But look, the people that take 7, 8, 9 times to pass the real estate exam, or really any time where it's more than one time, so many people will go take the exam one time, not pass, and just say, oh, real estate isn't for me. This is too hard. This is too difficult. This isn't worth it. There's one thing that I will tell you that will basically guarantee whether or not you're going to be successful in real estate or not, and that's your level of persistence and perseverance. Persistence and perseverance. They're two of my favorite qualities in a person. Persistence and perseverance. And these qualities are so indicative of whether or not it is you're going to be successful in real estate. Because really anyone can be successful if you stick it out long enough. If you persist and persevere long enough, you will find success. It's like, imagine we're running that race again. And maybe you don't take off running, you just start walking. You're walking out there into the race. You're going to take a lot longer to get to the finish line than the people that are sprinting, but you're going to get there eventually. If you keep walking, you will get to that finish line. It's just going to take you a little bit longer than the people that are sprinting to the finish line. But I'll tell you who's not going to get to the finish line. The people who start walking into this, or maybe they even start sprinting into this, and then 100 yards in, halfway through the race, at some point before they get to the finish line, maybe right before they're at the finish line, they say, oh, this is too hard. I'm done running. I'm done walking. I'm done trying to get to this finish line. And they give up. So perseverance and persistence, and that's why the people who take multiple times to pass the real estate exam end up being very successful in real estate, because they know how important persistence and perseverance really is. And that's such an important trait. That's such an important quality if you're trying to start a business in real estate. Being persistent. Now, you're probably not getting into real estate to take a year or 2 years to be successful. Everyone wants immediate results, right? Maybe you're willing to wait, but why wait if you don't have to? Let's say there's a shortcut. Let's say the race looks something like this. And rather than, zigzagging all the way through here, you're like, oh, let's just go straight to the finish line. And, if you're running a race, you'd probably get disqualified for doing something like that. But that's what this pre-licensing course is there to tell you, is if these shortcuts you're going to take, are they legal shortcuts? Because if they're legal, you could do that. You could take this shortcut. You could go exactly straight to the finish line and go make some money. So that's why this pre-licensing course is so important, because it'll show you what's legal. So when you see a shortcut, when you're presented with a shortcut, you could say, hey, wait a minute, this is illegal. That shortcut will probably make me lose my real estate license. I shouldn't do that. Or you see, wow, this looks like this is a faster way to be able to make money. This is 100% legal. I learned everything that I need to know to be legal. Maybe you ask your broker to ensure that this is legal, and you're like, wow, yeah, that's a great idea. But now the question is, how do you find these shortcuts? How do you find the shortcut when everyone else is just zigzagging through this race trying to get to the finish line? How do you find out how to cut through all of this and get straight to what's going to generate results? So there's another requirement after you get your real estate license. Once you have your real estate license, so at this point you pass your real estate exam, you'll have a Florida real estate license. Now the question is, now what? You know, a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, I got to go join a broker. And yes, you do have to join a broker because you can't operate independently as a sales associate. You've got to have 2 years experience under a broker before you're able to become a broker and operate independently yourself. So you've got to get this experience working under a broker if you ever want to be independent. But yes, you do have to join a broker in order to make money. But then that question is, okay, well, who is the broker that I want to join? Why should I pick this broker? Why not this broker? Why not this broker? What about this one? And the question really becomes, well, which broker should I pick? And there's no 100% right, perfect answer for this. Hear this thing shake up here every time I shake my head like that. So there's no 100% right, perfect answer for what broker is right for you or for any new agent. Even if we just categorize new agents and put them in one bucket, there's no broker that's perfect for all new agents. There might be some brokers that are better for new agents and some that are better for more experienced agents. Maybe some that are better, you know, if you're dealing in residential, then you want a broker specializing in residential. If you want to deal in commercial, you want a broker specializing in commercial. But let's say you're part of that bucket of the majority of real estate professionals that deal in residential real estate. Residential real estate is where the most transactions are, where the most people need a professional. They need us in that residential space. Everyone needs a home to live. You know, there's three basic needs: food, water, I think it's water, food, and then shelter. Water, food, and shelter. Now water, it's almost free coming out of our tap, or maybe you spend a little extra money for the bottled water. But look, the water market, that's pretty much locked up. What about food? Food, that's the second basic need. We've got water, then we need food. Well, food, you know, every which way you look, there's a restaurant. And if you want to go start a restaurant, even if you want to go start a food truck, even if you just want to start a food truck, not only is there a licensing process for that, but then on top of that, you've got to buy all the equipment. You've got to buy the food. And then you're in a very competitive space with a high investment, a high significant amount of investment for this. So yeah, food, that's the second basic need, but that's a lot of investment it is that you've got to make for maybe not the most return. You know, you might make good money running a food truck, but I don't know of, and I could be wrong, but I don't know anyone that runs a food truck empire. Maybe that exists out there, but I know there's a lot more people that run real estate empires and make a lot more money in real estate. And then what's our third basic need? We've got water, we've got food, and then shelter. Everyone needs shelter. And what do we sell? We sell shelter. And we're not even the seller. We're brokering the deal. We're bringing together the buyers and the sellers, or the owners and the renters if we're dealing with renting. We make a commission on either one of those, whether we're dealing with a sale or a lease. There's a possibility to earn commission on both of those. So we're brokering the sale of shelter. So it's a relatively easy job where, I mean, you sell a sandwich in, you know, that food category to one customer. I don't know, you make $2, $3, $4 maybe. But you sell that one person a house, you're maybe making $10,000, $20,000 in commission money off of that one person. and everyone needs this shelter. Yeah, they're only buying this every 5 to 7 years, but even your best customers at your restaurant probably aren't going to spend $10,000, $20,000 even across 5 years with you. Maybe a few $1,000s, but probably not $10,000 or $20,000, and that's your best customers. This, we're talking about anyone that is that you work with. On a $300,000 home, 3% is $9,000. And $300,000, that's an average priced home in the Hillsborough County area. I think technically about $277,000, but we'll round it off to $300,000 there. So getting back to our race analogy here, when we're trying to find out how to get to this finish line, how to get quickly to the end point of this, how do we find the shortcuts? How do we not make the mistake of just wandering around looking for that end goal, looking for that outcome? And the way we find what it is you're supposed to do in real estate, your recipe. This is part of the recipe. This is the prerequisite, because you've got to be able to do this legally. But now once you've got your license, before you do anything, you want to take post-licensing. So we've got a whole guide on post-licensing at postflorida.com. We've got this course online. We've got classroom courses. And this course will guide you through, okay, now you've got a real estate license. Let's learn some things that will help you be successful. Pre-licensing is all about staying legal. Post-licensing, on the other hand, is all about being successful and actually making some money with this real estate license it is that you just got. Look, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to talk more about what post-licensing does, how it can help you grow your real estate business. So stick with us. I'm John Crismo. You're watching Ask the Instructor. If you've been thinking about real estate, look, in this current market, it's hard not to. There's so many opportunities that exist out there for residential real estate, commercial real estate, business brokerage, property management. I mean, it's ridiculous how much opportunity lies from having a real estate license. So look, if you've been thinking about getting a real estate license, I mean, it's minimal cost compared to starting other careers and starting other businesses to get into this. So I urge you to check it out and give it a try. I mean, even if you're just using your license for personal use, you've got huge, immense benefits there. Go to this link. It's licensefl.com. That's licensefl.com. Put that link in the description. It's got your step-by-step guide to get a Florida real estate license. And look, check it out. Give us a call. We're here to answer any questions it is that you have, and go out there and make some money.
Does your current career allow for unlimited income potential? With a career in real estate, the sky is the limit. What you put in is what you get out. Find out more about how you can tap into the unlimited income potential of a career in real estate at tampaschool.com. Did you know that statewide only about 50% of test takers pass their state exam on the first try? At the Tampa School of Real Estate, we've broken down passing the class and state exams into 4 simple steps: learning the information, reinforcing the information, testing your knowledge, and being confident and prepared. View the details of the full strategy at passfirsttry.com. That's passfirsttry.com.
Hey, if you're enjoying the show today, which I'm sure you are, be sure to hit like, subscribe, post your comments, share with your friends and family. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, welcome back to this week's episode of Ask the Instructor. It's the Thanksgiving edition. I got my turkey hat on here because it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, and what we're talking about today is the recipe for your success. And really this recipe, this is, just like, these videos that you see online of, somebody making this dish in like 30 seconds. That's really the equivalent of what we're talking about today. We're just like, oh, do this, da, 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 and boom, you've got this beautiful looking food item in these videos. And these things, if you ever want to actually try to make something after you watch this video super fast of this, you got to look at the recipe. And that's what really all of our courses are designed to do. They're designed to be part of your recipe for success in real estate. Most importantly, starting out with getting the real estate license so you can do this all legally, because you go to jail for 5 years if you don't have the license to practice real estate, but you're just practicing real estate anyways. They take that pretty seriously. But once you've got the license, that doesn't necessarily mean that you know everything it is that you need to do. You know, for the most part, how to remain legal, at least 75% of what it is they've tested on you, because that's the score you need to be able to pass your exam, is a 75%. But now, once you've got the license and you're looking for what it is that you need to do to go make some money, that's where post-licensing comes in. Not only is it a requirement that you get 45 hours of post-licensing education by the Florida Real Estate Commission, so the Florida Real Estate Commission requires you to take some sort of post-licensing course. And that's why we gear our post-licensing. With pre-licensing, we've got to teach you the stuff to be able to pass the exam, because that's the primary purpose of the pre-licensing course, is being able to pass your exam. But now post-licensing, now we're talking about planning for your success in real estate, how to design a business plan and execute on that plan, how to know exactly what it is that you're going to be doing to make money in real estate. But look, not just saying, let's just think of some ways that might work, but no, taking proven methods and proven ideas and proven systems, and now developing a plan of how you could execute these proven tactics. And the reason why I recommend that you do post-licensing before it is that you've even chosen a broker is because how do you know this broker is going to be right for your business? Well, you've got to know your business before you can know if something is right for your business. And if you don't yet know your business, how are you going to know if something is right for your business? You get what I'm saying here? So post-licensing will teach you the things it is that you need to know. And look, it's okay to talk to brokers before this and start to get the feel of things and start figuring things out. But take the post-licensing before you sign anything. Take the post-licensing before you go try to make some mistakes, because this will give you a roadmap for your success in real estate. So you can find more details of that at postflorida.com. And of course, we're here every week, twice a week, on Wednesdays and Fridays at 12 noon Eastern Time. Ask the Instructor on Wednesdays, State of Real Estate on Fridays. Ask the Instructor on Wednesdays. This is more about understanding the technical side of the real estate industry, knowing some technical things. And then on Fridays, we've got State of Real Estate. And State of Real Estate is all about masterminding to help you develop a successful real estate career. So that's what we do every week. Twice a week. We've been doing this for quite some time now. You go to tampaschool.com/success. Look, you can check this out. You can get in there right now. We've got a ton of episodes available for free at tampaschool.com/success. tampaschool.com/success. This is our Success Center. We've got tons of videos and articles and calculators and all kinds of helpful tools to help you start a successful real estate career. So again, check that out. It's tampaschool.com/success. You can find all the previous episodes of Ask the Instructor, State of Real Estate, at that website, tampaschool.com/success. And this alone, what's available for free, that you go on there right now and watch all kinds of videos, articles, and whatnot, this will take your real estate career to the next level. This will start your real estate career. This will take it even so much further, because now you've got a structured curriculum of, hey, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. So that's about all the time we've got for today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, check out tampaschool.com/success. If you've got any questions about getting your real estate license, starting your real estate career, give us a call. The phone number is 813-333-2676. Again, that's 813-333-2676. You can check us out online at tampaschool.com. But look, that's about all the time it is we've got for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be here Friday. Even though tomorrow's Thanksgiving, we'll still be here Friday for State of Real Estate. So make sure you tune in this Friday as we talk about masterminding to grow your real estate business. And tomorrow, wish you guys all, from all of us here at Tampa School of Real Estate, a very, very happy Thanksgiving. And look, wherever it is that you are in life, whether you've got a successful real estate career or whether you're thinking about starting a real estate career, wherever it is that you are in life, think about what it is that you're thankful for. Look, even if you're just starting out and you're just learning some things and you haven't really hit much success yet, be thankful that you have this opportunity. Because you being grateful for this will help you embrace what it is that you need to do to really generate some success. So look, again, from everyone here at Tampa School of Real Estate, thank you guys for tuning in and have a very happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Hey, so if you're thinking about starting a real estate career, it could feel a little overwhelming sometimes. Look, that's completely understandable. That's why we're here to help. If you haven't already, check out our Success Center, tampaschool.com/success, or if you don't even know where to begin, give us a call. We'd love to help you out. We've got advisors standing by to answer any questions you have and assist you in any way it is that we can. Our phone number is 813-928-0106. Again, that's 813-928-0106. Give us a call. We're the Tampa School of Real Estate.
Do you want a career that allows you to be in control? With a career in real estate, you'll get to call the shots. Whether you're looking at starting part-time or want to become the next top agent, a career in real estate makes it possible. Find out what it takes at tampaschool.com. Do you want to incorporate studying for your real estate exams into your busy schedule? Now you can review the key topics you need to know to pass your class and state exams with our MP3 audio review. Simply pop in your headphones or connect to your car to reinforce crucial information while you exercise or drive. Listen to the first unit for free at mp3audioreview.com. That's mp3audioreview.com.
Are you thinking about a career in real estate? Hey, I'm John Chrisma with the Tampa School of Real Estate, and we've helped thousands of people just like you obtain their real estate license. If you're thinking about a career in real estate, give us a call. The phone number is 813-928-0106. Our advisors are standing by to answer any questions you have and assist you in any way they can. Hey, if you're enjoying the show today, which I'm sure you are, be sure to hit like, subscribe, post your comments, share with your friends and family. Thank you guys so much for watching.